David and Alex grew up in the family distribution business. They watched their dad grow the business from 5 trucks and a small warehouse to 150 trucks and 2 large, fully automated warehouses. From their dad they learned, work hard, hold on to your cash, and pay down your debt as quickly as possible. He drilled that into them from the time they got their first paycheck. Dave was most like their dad, steady, dependable, hardworking, and principled. Alex was more entrepreneurial and adventurous, always believing there had to be a better way. David and Alex both came back from university and joined the family business. They got married, started their families, and bought their first homes. When a new subdivision was planned in town, David and Alex bought what they hoped would be their family's final homes. The houses were similar in price, but very different in layout and design. The homes were $500,000, and each of them was able to put $300,000 down thanks to the equity in their first home and a little help from Dad. So each took a $200,000 5% mortgage offered through a local bank. Following their dad's example, they looked at ways to pay off the debts as fast as possible. David switched from monthly to bi-weekly payments and looked to save a small lump sum for principal down payment every year. Working with his bank, they figured out that he could pay off his mortgage in 14 years. Alex went to see his financial planner, Scott. Together they determined that Alex could put in the same amount of money as David did on an annual basis. Scott introduced him to the GPS process. He explained that he could grow his personal net asset the same way Alex's dad grew his business, knowing that each truck he had on the road returned a fixed amount of revenue on an annual basis. Alex's dad would borrow to finance new trucks through his bank. Each new truck increased his cash flow. Scott showed Alex how restructuring his mortgage debt into investment debt worked in very much the same way. Alex would grow his personal net asset by borrowing investment capital to increase his cash flow. This would help him to pay off his personal debt faster and build his net worth at the same time. The analysis showed them that if Alex took a $200,000 investment loan, the new cash flow would have a dramatic effect on his future. Alex would pay off his mortgage in 9 years. At the end of 14 years, when David pays off his mortgage, Alex would have a fully paid mortgage and he would have built a $287,000 net asset. Alex tried to explain to David the advantages of the GPS process. By converting personal debt into investment debt, you create cash flow. Cash flow from tax savings. Combine this with increased investment growth, this new cash flow will pay off the personal debt faster and allow you to build a net asset base at the same time. Then they looked at David's debt payment plan. All his money was going to pay off debt. When he was done, David would own his house. Then he would focus on the future. The structure that I build using the GPS process will pay off my mortgage 4.5 years faster than you, stated Alex. Look what happens when the debt is paid off. In the next 4.5 years, while you're getting to zero, my plan continues to accelerate. Think about it. With interest, your house cost you $283,000. At the end of the same period, my house will have made me $287,000. I'll be $287,000 ahead of you and own my house. With an additional $287,000, I know I can send our kids to college, go to some of the places I've dreamt about. My GPS is going to let us kayak down the Zambezi River. Where is your mortgage going to take you?